Hello everybody, I'm here on the beautiful island of Anguilla, and on today's video I'm going to talk to you about 5 tips that can help you save money on your next vacation. Travel does not have to be super expensive. What's up everybody? I'm down here in beautiful Anguilla. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 travel tips to help save you money on your next vacation. That way you can travel more for longer and to places that you've always wanted to go. So stay tuned. Tip number 1, accommodations. You're going to want to shop around. You're going to look at sites like Kayak, Booking, Cheap Caribbean, and don't overlook Airbnb. That can save you a ton of money right there. Sometimes you can contact the owners directly and ask for a discount on an extended stay. So if it's usually $200 a night and you're going to stay 7 nights though, or 10 nights, you can get it down to $150 and you can put that savings towards your airfare or excursions or anything else. Another thing you can do is price match these companies. Expedia has a price matching option. You tell them you found a cheaper price on another website, they will price match it, and I think they'll even give you another 10% off. Don't quote me on that, but that is possible, and that can save you money right there. Another thing you want to make sure is included in the amenities is things like Wi-Fi, pool, parking, all of that. They can also save you extra money so you don't have to pay extra for them while you're on vacation. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, flights and parking. This is huge, and this is where you're going to save a ton of money as well. You're going to want to be flexible on your flights, your airport you fly out of, and the times. Well, you want to book out as far in advance as you possibly can. You can also save money by booking last minute, but most people traveling know in advance where they're going. Another thing is the airport. If you're going to fly out of a small local airport in your city, you're going to pay double or triple the flight if you go to a major city. I'm assuming you live in a small city. If you don't, if you live in Atlanta, Pittsburgh, or a big city like that, you're good to go. But if not, you probably need to drive 2 to 3 hours to a large airport, and this can save you a lot of money. Another thing is flight times. Yes, it sucks to fly out at 3 in the morning, but if that saves you $400 to $500, maybe it's worth it. Parking. You're going to want to park off-site most of the time. If you book it far in advance, you can get cheap parking at the airport, but if not, there's usually hotels in the surrounding area that will sell you parking spots for $5 to $10 a night, which is huge. If you're going to pay at the airport, sometimes it can be $20 or $30 a night. So all these things can help you when flying and save you even more money. Tip number 3, pack light. This saves my wife and I a ton of time and money. And I know these tips won't work for everybody if you have a large family or if you have a medical problem, but if you're able to pack light, you're going to want to do it. My wife and I have traveled up to a month with just 2 backpacks, so we know it's possible. There's all types of benefits to this. One, we don't have to pay all the luggage fees every time we get on and off a flight, which can add up, especially if you're flying multiple times. Another thing is speed. As soon as we get off the airport, we're able to get through customs or get through security and get out of the airport. We don't have to wait on the airline company to unload our luggage and for coming around the carousel and pick it up. We get off the plane and we're out and we're enjoying our vacation even faster. And that can save you $30 or $40 per bag sometimes when traveling. So keep that in mind, pack light. Tip number 4, transportation. This is really going to depend on where you're traveling, but we also save a ton of money most of the time by getting a small vehicle or even a scooter. Again, if you have a big family, this won't work. But scooters are really fun. We love renting them wherever we go, and they save us a lot of money. Scooters are only $20 a day. Small cars are like $40 or $50. The Jeeps and the bigger cars and the fancier cars can be up to $100 a day plus gas. We got around this island here in Anguilla for a whole 10 days for like $10 in gas total on the scooter. Also, we can park it anywhere, which is great. We don't have to pay parking fees or any of that. We just pull it up right next to the restaurants or sometimes even right near the beach. We get off, grab our bags, and we're on the beach. We didn't pay a thing. So transportation is huge. Another thing is city buses and trains versus renting a car can save you a lot of money. Oftentimes too, look, if you're traveling island to island, check the smaller airlines like Ryanair and such. These flights are sometimes $20 to $30 to get to the next island, which can be even cheaper than the ferry and much quicker. So keep that in mind when picking your transportation. Number 5, eating out. This is where people spend a lot of money on vacation, and for good reason. You do want to eat great food when you're on vacation, but it can add up, especially if you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner out. So go to the grocery store. Grab things that you would normally grab at home. This is where it really comes in handy if you got a kitchen in your Airbnb or a hotel or wherever you're staying, and cook in some. Or just buy like snacks and stuff at the grocery store throughout the day and eat dinner out at night. But if you're gonna eat every meal out at night for a 10 or 15 day vacation, you're gonna spend thousands of dollars. So if that's where you wanna put your money, go for it. But if you'd rather spend it on excursions or a longer stay, you may wanna cut back on eating out some and this can save you a ton of money as well. So that's my tip for number 5, is eating at home more often on vacation. And real quick, a bonus tip, excursions. These can add up too, and I want you to have a great time on vacation. Everybody should. But the snorkeling excursions, the fishing excursions, the parasailing, all that is super expensive. When you could just go hiking, you could rent a pair of goggles and a snorkel and go snorkeling by yourself. You don't have to go on these huge excursions. Oftentimes, you can just look up on Google or TripAdvisor and people will tell you where the hot spots are to snorkel, and you can swim right out to these, and that saves you a lot of money from getting on the boat. A personal favorite of mine is cliff jumping. If you go to these islands, I love to jump off cliffs, and that's an excursion for me in and of itself, and it's free. So guys, we've had a great time here on this vacation here in Anguilla, and we've done a lot of things for free. We've enjoyed ourselves, but we've also been budget conscious the entire time, and that allows us to save money so we can go on more vacations and travel more often and enjoy ourselves, and we want to see the whole world, and that's very expensive, so we do need to be budget conscious when traveling. So I hope these tips help you as well, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube at jonschoeller, and thank you guys as always for watching.